Nice. Like a tadpole, the skink slips between opponents. An incredible match! I thought my heart would almost beat on more than one occasion.
Wow, what a game, Jim!
Blood, treachery, more blood. It's ripe for turning into a great tragedy if only all the playwrights hadn't been rounded up and eaten during that incident with Slaanesh. What's wrong, Bob?
I just got a twerp from the Reavers coach. He wants to meet me.
Bob, we may get that mid-season interview after all. I got contacts at Spike Magazine. Quick, let me give them a call. We'll be right back, sports fans. Keep it here on Cabal Vision HD. Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans.
Here we go, Jim. This is the other game I've been waiting for ever since the season started.
The Gouged Eye versus the Reichland Reavers in a key playoff. Only the winner able to progress to the next round of the Blood Bowl tournament.
Don't forget Varrog's Facetone pledge, Jim. With or without the Kabasi brothers' bounty, that gnarly old orc is going all out to kill Reavers.
This is the match you made a bet with the Reavers coach on?
Yep, the Eye are gonna go all out to pound the Hubies in the dirt. I bet the coachy couldn't give it back.
Well, let's see how they do.
Orcs are a hard team to fight. They're good in a scrap, so beat them at their own game or focus on the ball.
That player who's just scored is familiar.
Enough with spiky paws, Jim. That's Griff Oberwald.
Be still, my dead, withered heart. It is indeed, Bob. It is. Must have sneaked onto the field in a humble disguise.
Humble? Nothing humble about Oberwald. I thought he was hiding from the Kabasi brothers.
So did I. Look at Vanny. He's not happy. Or is he?
That's one pissed-off orc, Jim. He's annoyed Oberwald has made such a typical Ponzi look-at-me entrance. I'm glad that Kitchener can get it out of hiding, so the orc captain can get his claws on him and in him.
Well, there's still time, Bob. This could be quite the scrap. The player's on the ground. He's about to get a kick in. Unity is strength.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
What's that?
Looks to be rolling on the ground in agony, Jim. And here comes the other team.
Twerper is going crazy, Bob. The coach has won your bet. You should be annoyed. But you look happy.
I won't lie, Jim. I'm moved. It's good to see more blood in Blood Bowl. And to be honest, I don't mind owing the coach a favor. They've kinda grown on me. With fists flailing, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
What a game! Another victory for the Reavers, and it looks like Griff is back. Don't forget Varrog, Bob.
Oh yeah, he'll be back next season. with a grudge that makes the dwarves seem like they only ever have polite disagreements. Varog's got one thing on his mind, Jim. To quote the Green Machine, it's to kick that stupid grin off the smug face of Oberwald.
As you said, though, Bob, we're in the playoffs now. It'll be next season before the teams meet again.
Let's hope there's a Blood Bowl 3 then, Jim.
Yes. Don't forget the Reavers coach won your bet with him.
Yep.
So what do they get for winning your wager?
I can't say on air, Jim, but you challenged that coach in the same interview. When's that happening?
In the next playoff.
Knowing you, Jim, you'll have gone for something involving the ball or tactics. What's wrong with mindless violence?
We can't all be brain-dead morons obsessed with murder, Bob. Some of us are polite, genteel bloodsuckers.
You've met our fans, haven't you, Jim?
We'll be right back after these messages. It's the last of the Blood Bowl playoffs. If the Reavers win this game, they'll be in the final 8 competing for the Blood Bowl, a position they haven't been in for years.
I'm as excited as a beast man in a unicorn pen, Jim. Rawr! Who are they playing?
Oh, you're not going to like it, Bob. It's elves, the Galadriel Gladiators.
Zoggin bells, not those pointy-eared kids again.
They love playing with the ball. It would be inspired to put some players near the end zone, just in case. And it didn't come off.
What was the bet then, Jim? Do they have to outponce the high elves or wear more lipstick?
No, as you are aware, I prefer matches with more finesse, so the challenge is to pass more than the elves.
The pressure's on, Jim. What will they do? What a ball pass! The way is clear for a touchdown! We call that a pleading pass. The coach is pleading that the pass will kick off a last-minute play and save his skin before full-time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a touchdown!
That touchdown could be the one that brings victory.
That's splendid. You can never really count a team truly out. Finals. That might not be the end. Ref has taken a substantial bribe. Another victory. The Reavers seem to be blowing fiercer than the winds of magic. And another game where the sponsor cannot fire the coach. Do you think we're looking at the Blood Bowl 25-13 winners, Bob?
Could be. They outpassed the elves. They won your challenge, Jim. What's the reward?
I'm not at liberty to say. Contractual obligations and that sort of things. What I did notice, however, was a lack of suit-wearing ogre gangsters in the crowd. A first this season. Could the Kobasi brothers be losing interest in the Reavers? You'd have thought they would be super keen to be in the crowd now that Griff's out of hiding, no?
Anything is possible, Jim. I saw a halfling score a touchdown once. But let's look at some highlights, like this clip I've chosen.
I think we've seen the elf getting hurt enough times now, Bob.
I love this sport, Jim.
Good! Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the quarterfinals of this year's Blood Bowl.
Anti-social media is going psychotic, Jim. They're nearly as frenzied as the crowd.
Oh, we're in for a treat. A rematch of a game earlier in the season. Can the Gisora Paladins get their revenge and knock the Reavers out of the tournament?
Humies versus Humies. These games can be good, but can also be boring. Especially if they get obsessed with trying to score instead of butchering each other.
Well, Bob, there's only one way to find out. Let's watch the game! There's a blizzard out there. Icy conditions means we should expect more falls and injuries.
Really? Oh, good.
I think we could say that this weather is certainly changing, Bob.
I smell magic, Jim. Like I said earlier in the season, all wizards should have their fingers crushed. It stops this kind of malarkey.
Aha! Twerper has the answer, Bob. Galloping Gourmet says that the Paladins have prayed to their goddess, the Lady of the Locker Room Bath, and she's blessed them with favorable weather.
Oh, Nuff'll give me strength.
Here we go again! Touchdown!
I'll eat that. Losers win in the time left. Rise and shine for some of those sleepyheads.
They've kicked the ball to the opponents. Now it's time to think defensively.
Weather's okay. Some say it's perfect for playing Blood Bowl in. I call it dull.
The little guy decks the big guy. After that match, I need to change my undergarments. Take a Bob while I...
Do your constant whatever somewhere else, Stinky.
The Bretonians are out of the tournament. Another great win for the Reichland Reavers. Who's left in contention, Bob?
The first semi-final. We'll see the Flesh Hounds versus the Skaven Blight Scramblers. I like the Hounds in that one. Lord Killabest is quite a slaughterer. The Scramblers, on the other hand, have done just enough to win each match. Like they're holding back.
Scrambler's captain, Hackflem Scuttlespike, has only played in half of the matches this season. They seem to be keeping him well rested.
Or he's fighting with his other head again. On the other side, we have the Reavers, of course. And joining them in the semis will be either the Nagaruff Nightmares or the Champions of Death. My money's on the Nightmares. More Zoggen Elves. But those zombie players raised by Tamiil the Undying are rotting away. He needs a fresh batch.
Here we go, Bob. It's the Blood Bowl semi-final. the Reichland Reavers have never been so popular, even eclipsing their fame in the 80s. Their Darnads rating on Facetome is through the roof.
They're facing the Nagaroth nightmares. Now, I'm not biased or elfist honest, but I hope that you may spank those socket atoms.
You know, there's a reason why so many Dark Elf teams have won championships. They're extremely capable players. Interesting stuff coming through on Twerper. Smash tags stranger in the locker room. Apparently, some weird hooded being was spotted in the Reavers' locker room just before the match.
Could be anything, Jim. The Gobbos at Goblin Gambling have already got the odds at 7-5 that it's a maniac fan looking for an autograph and/or body part. But the favorite is a professional assassin at 2-1. Blood Bowl semi-final, but the Reavers are coming onto the field looking really weird.
I wonder, was it unwise for the Reavers to drink the half-time Croxiade?
They drank liquid near Dark Elves? Are they mad, Jim?
Oh dear. It looks like they've been spiked.
Don't worry, Jim. They're not dead. Doesn't look like it's lethal for once. Still, those side effects are gonna be quite trippy. Look out for some uncharacteristic play as the potion takes effect.
It reminds me of the theme story of Nerdling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
I was entertained. What about you, Jim?
Oh, well, you really asked for my opinion, Bob. Well...
Oh yeah, that's right, Jim. I forgot. I really don't care what you think.
Revealed we are secret no longer, but do not care. We are the true owners of the Man-Thing team. We sponsor them to destroy, to stop, and prophecy forecast that the followers of the Oberwood foil the birth of our master on this mortal plane. For he is coming. The chittering lord will be brought into this world at the Old Bowl, when the Skaven Blight Scramblers will win the 25-13 Blood Bowl. He will hold the trophy, and the trophies begin. There will be slaughter, die men thing, die fan things. Oh, and enjoy the final.
My goodness, events are moving rapidly in the post-match fervor. The Reavers, despite the odds, have won. On returning to the locker room for the communal shower and booze-up, Zug encountered a hooded intruder and promptly apprehended him.
Jock Strappy, our field-side reporter, has more information.
Jock, are you there?
Yes, Jim, it's crazy down here. We have unconfirmed reports that the intruder in the Reaver's locker room produced a tub of Parstown X3 cream and tried to smear it all over Zug and Griff. Luckily, a fan got in the way instead. After growing a few tentacles, the poor fool died in agony. The intruder was detained, shall we say. Well, actually, they're scraping him off the walls. Zug was a little upset.
Jock, what state are Griff and Zug in now?
Oh, they're fine, Jim. But trust me, you don't want to get that Parstown stuff on your skin. It's got more than household abrasives in there. You know what I'm saying?
And it's final night. A quick recap, Bob.
Allegedly, a Skaven cabal have been secretly controlling the fortunes of the Rakeland Reavers for the last 10 years, leading to a decade of decline. All to prevent them from appearing at the 2513 final. 13 is the key here, as it's the Ratman's sacred number. For they intend to summon a Vermin Lord, which will be released into the crowds of the Old Bull should they win the Blood Bowl final. Come on, keep up, Jim. It's not that hard. Well, I'm suddenly interested.
It should be a great match, assuming any of us survive. The crowd's getting larger in the stadium, Bob. You'd have thought they'd be fleeing at the prospect of their impending doom.
They're Blood Bowl fans, Jim. With the promise of violence and slaughter, they're not going anywhere.
Well, in that case, I suppose neither are we.
Buckle up, Jim. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I sure hope the opposing team washed their hands before the game. Facing those Skaven is a dirty business. You could end up with a disease.
Well, here's another twist in the fleshy tale. Parstown X3 have withdrawn their sponsorship. Under the strict financial rules of the tournament, the Reavers can't play in the final!
Oh, this is a disaster, Jim. Never mind a demon on the pitch. If the crowd doesn't see some action, the whole world is gonna be destroyed.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry, Bob. It seems that some mysterious, handsome, dashing stranger has stepped in, covered the funds, and bought the team from right out under the Skaven's long whiskered noses. The final's back on.
This all seems sort of pointless, Jim. The coach could have just gone on and played the game. Unless it's plot-related. What are those sneaky Skaven up to? What are they doing with all those tubs of Parstown X3?
They appear to be covering themselves in it, Bob.
Blah! That stuff contains all sorts of crazy, chaos-mutating stuff. They're gonna get all tentacly. Don't they know that?
Yes, I think they do know that, Bob. And indeed, that's why they're doing it.
Ooh, those sneaky gits.
Their team should avoid physical confrontation.
Nice catch. Now go on, buddy. Hold it. I think it's a touchdown.
Any advisement? The side that's down 2 touchdowns.
Take out your will and check your insurance policies. Keep away from the fans, because they're not gonna be happy.
An incredible match! I thought my heart would almost beat on more than one occasion.
Do you have any plans to retire after the events of the last few days?
Not a chance. Well, Griff, the coach may have another view. Anyway, what a game. And the anonymous donor has given the team back to its original owner, J.J. Griswold Jr.
Very generous. So after years of decline, the Reichland Reavers are top again. Oh, truly legendary team. Coached by a legend. He should get a reward. An achievement or something.
Here's one now, Bob.
It'll be another 100 years in 2613 before the Scramblers can try a stunt like that again.
Well, sunny days notwithstanding, I'll be around, Bob. What about you?
Probably not. I'm confused, though, Jim.
Oh, how unusual. What's wrong now, Bob?
Who is this mysterious donor that had enough cash to pay off the NAF to buy the Reavers out from under the skating?
I have no idea what you're insinuating, Bob. It's purely coincidental that my treasure vault at the family castle back in Sylvania was looted by thieves at exactly the same time the Reavers needed emergency funds. This is nothing to do with a certain head coach calling in a debt after they won a bet with me and supplied me with wine earlier in the season. After all, I'm Jim Johnson, and as an employee of Cabal Vision, I'm entirely neutral. Still, there's one thing that bothers me.
What's that, Jim? You lost me at eye.
What happened to the Kabasi brothers? And that annoying assistant coach that was sabotaging everything he touched?
Well, after a certain head coach won a bet, Jim, I definitely did not meet up with my fellow suit-wearing ogres down a dark alley and threatened to rip their heads from their meaty shoulders if they didn't lay off Griff, and also do me one other little favor while they're at it. So no one saw the annoying Parstown assistant coach being carted off in a sack by the Kabasis one night and then found in the bottom of a canal in the morning. That wouldn't have happened because I'm Bob Bifford. As an employee of Cabal Vision, I'm entirely, neutral. Yeah, all these people did graphics and blood. Where are the voice actors?
Excuse me? You're watching the credits? Taking an interest in the talent behind the game, perhaps? Did you know I'm available for funerals, weddings, demon summoning rituals, and bar mitzvahs? Please don't hesitate to contact my agent for more information.
to